Welcome back to the Barley Lads. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when we post new videos like this one. Today, we're drinking Four Roses Small Batch. Four Roses Small Batch is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon from the Four Roses Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. 45% or 90 proof. This is a non-age statement whiskey that you can get between $30 and $35. Mash bill, this is a blend of their two different bourbons. One is 20% rye, the other is 35% rye. So this is Four Roses Small Batch. If you watched our previous video, I read through a very dense history of Four Roses. I'm going to give you a little bit more background on Small Batch, though, because it is a blend of four of the mash bills of the 10 that they produce. We're going to talk a little bit more about the mash bills. So, as I said, they have two different mash bills. They have a higher rye and then a high rye, I guess. One has 35% rye and one has 20%. And so this is a blend of those. But you're always going to see four letters when it comes to the mash bills, or the different strains, if you will, of yeast. O is always the first letter. It designates the distillery. And then we also have the second letter designates the mash bill. E is the 20% rye. B is the 35% rye. And then the third letter is always S and designates the whiskey distillation, which is straight whiskey. And then the fourth letter designates the yeast strain, and there are five of those. V for delicate fruit, K for slight spice, O for rich fruit, Q for floral essence, and F for herbal notes. I think you can find the four that are blended into this specific one. I did not find that information when I was doing the research, but it is a blend of four of those. So let's dive into a tasting of this. Again, though, 90 proof, so not as high as the single barrel, which was 100. Definitely more approachable on the nose at 90 proof. Oak. Caramel definitely is there. A little spicy, but not ethanol spice, more like cinnamon, peppery. And the rye definitely comes through. So some rye spice there. Almost has a creamy quality to it, like a does not taste like an Irish pot still, but it has the creaminess of that, surprisingly for me. Very easy to drink, very light finish, not a long finish there. No burn whatsoever. Very, very easy drinking. I would say subtle flavors. Not flavorless by any means, just very subtle and delicate. So maybe this has some of the V in it, that delicate fruit flavors there. The rye spice still comes through, very subtly though. Caramel again. There is some fruitiness there. Similar to the single barrel, it does have some of that cherry note to it. This time though, less syrupy sweetness, like a maraschino cherry or cough syrup. It comes off more like cherry pie or like a cherry tart. Yeah. I would recommend this bottle though. Usually $30, $35. Pretty good value there. And depending on which single barrel you get, you'll probably like this one better. At least we like this better than the single barrel that Bryce has. But still good quality. And if you ever get down to Kentucky, check out the Spanish architecture of the distillery. It does look very cool and very beautiful. But yeah, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching the Barley Lads. Today we've been drinking Four Roses Small Batch. Cheers.